And going over to the business blunder of the day, you have the Chevy Colorado, so cheaply made it gets dents from the car wash, but GM is finally fixing it. Now, this comes to us thanks to thedrive.com, specifically Nico, who's a writer over there. And they say, quote, General Motors fixes Chevy Colorado roof problem so car washes don't dent it. Which, yep, that was a real thing. They say, quote, with dealers having to fix one dented roof after another, GM started to apply the same remedy to new trucks from the factory. And there you can see well, I was going to say, that's dangerous for Chevy Colorado to do. It's about to go through a car wash, which means it will get dented. Because they're built that poorly and because the government forces them to, I will explain. Now they say, quote, since the third generation Chevy Colorado launched in 2023 model year, some owners have noticed flexing and dents in the roof. Interestingly, each instance occurred after going through automatic car washes. The forces of the air dryers apparently caused enough flex in the roof panels to cause small dents. Wow. They say it only happened to the trucks without sunroofs, and GM eventually issued a service bulletin to fix the customers under warranty. Now, to GM authority, they say Chevy is fixing the roofs from the factory so future Colorado owners can drive through car washes worry-free. The issue is commonly called oil canning, which is a perceived waviness in a flat metal panel. It's not a structural issue as it only affects the sheet metal. It's not like Colorado's with dented roofs would be any less safe in a rollover crash. However, it looks bad, and on a brand new truck, that's disappointing. To fix the issue, Colorado's with affected roofs, dealers will remove the interior headliner and install 5 strengthening patches to the underside of the roof. Then they'd install a longitudinal metal strengthening bow to help stiffen the entire roof panel, along with vibration dampening material. Wow. They say now that exact fix is being installed on new Chevy Colorados and GMC Canyon, which, again, same vehicle, different badges, before they leave the factory. Any Colorado or Canyon built after February 3rd will have the fix. Any truck built before then is now eligible to have the fix installed to prevent any denting from happening if it hasn't happened already. If denting has already occurred on older trucks, the paint or body work is needed, the fix will be done first. It's unclear if GM will reimburse customers who may have already paid to have the dents fixed on their own before the factory fix was announced. He also note, quote, it's unclear how GM is going to handle owners who previously had the roof repaired but saw dents after going to the car wash. Colorado owners on Reddit have complained about the roofs denting again, even after being fixed by the dealer. Furthermore, some owners claim that the paperwork from the dealer says that any roof dents that happen after the fix aren't covered under the warranty. So if it happens again from the fix not working, owners are supposedly left behind the check. Now, there's a factory fix, though, and GM might change its tune when fixing existing owners' trucks, which, yeah, it sucks. But also, one of the reasons this happens is because one of the easiest ways to increase the fuel efficiency of a vehicle is decreasing the weight of the vehicle. A good rule of thumb with traditional gas engine vehicles, every 100 pounds you could take out of weight of the vehicle usually increases fuel efficiencies by 1%. And the reason the metal is so thin on the roof is, well, that's, again, an area that's not really used too much by the driver. And if they make it a little bit thinner, it decreases the weight and everything adds up in the aggregate, especially when you're trying to cut weight. And yeah, again, I always joke that I say car companies don't make cars for you, they make them for the government, because they really do in terms of there's so much overregulation. The automotive community is criminal. And again, pretty much every decision they make on every point of the vehicle is to the government's appeasement, not for you and I. There's a reason there's less stick shifts and big engines these days. Is I would say not the main reason is not because of lack of consumer demand. It's because the government is kneecapping them left and right with fines and all that, and all those mandates. So again, sometimes going too far leads to things like this where it blows my mind. Just the air dryer the air from a car wash causes dents on the vehicle because the metal is that thin. And again, people already make fun of GM for, on average, not making the most reliable vehicles out there. So I already have that going for them. And this just kind of adds insult to injury. Now, again, it's good that they're going to replace this. And this isn't, a life or death situation. So it's not the worst recall we've covered on the show, obviously. But again, GM having metal roofs so thin that wind can dent it. Gotta say, General Motors, that is certainly the business blunder of the day. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so you can click that button. I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.